This lesson is just a very quick introduction to passage 1, the first passage you will come to on the IELTS listening paper. All right, so as you're probably aware, there are 4 sections to the IELTS listening paper, and passage 1 is generally considered the easiest one. Okay, and most of the time there will be 2 people speaking with one another, okay, and they will be exchanging basic information in most cases. Okay, so for example, one person might be giving some directions, or they might be planning something together. One person might be placing an order on the phone at a restaurant. Okay, and this is the kind of scenario that you can expect for passage 1. Very often, one person will be sort of in an employee role, okay, and maybe somebody's calling in to a business and asking questions, maybe asking about a product, or possibly placing an order of some kind. These are the very standard kinds of topics you can expect. Daily life kind of situations, definitely not an academic focus at all for passage 1. And so the vocabulary will be relatively simple, at least compared to the other parts of the listening paper. It's very important, if you want to score well on the listening paper, to avoid losing very easy points, okay? Because passage 1 is definitely the place where you can score the easiest points on the listening paper. Okay, so some ways that people miss easy points. Well, some people get stuck with the problem of not following the word count directions, right? Or just simply not following the directions telling you what kind of answer choice you should put for an answer for a question, right? Should it be letters, or should it be short answers? Should it be some other form? So anyway, don't lose easy points. Read the directions, pay attention to word counts if it's a short answer question, and you'll avoid losing those simple points. Okay, now let's take a listen just to give you a sense of the kind of passage you can expect for part 1, for passage 1. Let's listen to a sample audio just to get you familiar with what it sounds like.
Do you have any workshops taking place during the month of January that would be able to accommodate a party of 12? It's for my daughter's birthday party.
Oh, give me a moment while I check our diary. Okay, it looks like we have room for 12 people on either Wednesday, January 15th or Friday, January 24th. Would either of these dates work for your schedule?
Friday the 24th would be perfect. And what is the cost of the workshop per person?
It's £89 each for adults and £59 each for children under the age of 17 and over 65.
Okay, so that was some sample audio taken from our practice questions here, and it replicates the first passage, passage 1, and that's what it sounds like. A caller calling in, asking for information from an employee there. Okay. Very common question types for passage 1 are short answer questions. Okay, it's very, very common. You have to do a short answer question for passage 1. Another very common question type are form completion questions. So these are the questions where you have some basic form that needs to be filled out. Okay, maybe like an application of some kind, or an informational form, okay, that will be in your question booklet, and you need to fill in missing information on the form, okay? Again, this tends to be very basic information, numbers, names, addresses, things like that. Okay, so passage 1, the easiest one of the 4, it is a place where you can expect a dialogue between 2 people, and the key to this is just pay attention to details. Don't lose easy points by not reading the directions or not following word count types, things like that. Okay, so those are the first, Okay, so that's an overview of passage 1.